Fish the conditions in the fall. I'll discuss when and where to throw the best baits on Lake Travis based on changing weather conditions. Fall is finally here in Central Texas. You can find bass moving into shallower water to feed as the water temperature drops below 70 degrees. There are a few areas around Lake Travis that I like to focus on when the bass are transitioning from summer to fall. I like to focus on the bluff walls this time of year. The bass can move up and down the water column quickly throughout the day as the water temperature changes or the sun changes. Even when the sun is high in the sky, the bass can still be shallow. They'll be in the shaded pockets just waiting to ambush shad and bait fish. If you can see bait in the shadows, the bass are usually close by. I try to cover the water pretty quick, and I'll have a variety of reaction baits on deck. I usually have a square bill, crankbait, a spinner bait, maybe even a topwater on deck ready to go. The fishing conditions can change from day to day as cold fronts are usually followed by a high pressure system and bluebird skies. If I'm not getting bites with a reaction bait, I'll switch to a Ned rig or a drop shot. If you have some wind blowing in the right direction, the inside of main lake points leading into the shallower coves will hold a lot of fish. I'll usually start at the point and start cranking all the way to the back of the cove and see how far back the bass have moved. When you do find them, they're usually stacked up pretty good. Docks are a bass magnet on Lake Travis, especially when there's not a cloud in the sky. I tend to focus more on the main lake docks that are on the channel swings. You'll have, the front of the dock could be in 80 feet of water and the back is usually less than 10 feet or so. I like to fish the docks around midday when the sun is high in the sky. There's a good shadow behind most of the docks. You really have to get the bait back behind the docks where the bass are hiding in the shadows. It usually just takes a cast or two to hook up. When they're there, they'll hit it pretty quick. Yeah, I think Lake Travis fishes like a ledge lake. The bass will stack up on the various ledges that are along the bluff walls. So they're not just behind the docks, they can also be, stacked up on various ledges between the docks. The conditions have been changing almost every day this fall. The weather changes from a nice northern wind one day to absolutely zero wind the next. The lake looks like glass, and catching fish on these calm days can be challenging. I'll focus back on the summertime locations where I was catching them, the deeper ledges, points, and offshore structures. Dragging a drop shot across brush piles or rock piles in 25 plus feet of water can catch really nice fish when the conditions push the bass back out into deeper water. Well, I hope you found this video helpful, and for more videos on fishing tips and techniques, be sure to follow Fishing with the Frizz on YouTube and Instagram.